Well, joining me now in studio are members of one of the teams we visited with, Maximus Roboticus, which comprises of Paige Christie, Riley Sutton, and their instructors, Daryl Negeline, a pre-engineering instructor at Meridian Technology Center, as well as David Barth. Well, I have to ask, first of all, Maximus Roboticus, explain that one to me.
Well, we had tried to have a democratic process and have names brought forth by the team members, and we had some team names that were good ideas and not good ideas, and then we were trying to think of something that would be a theme that we could use year after year, and so we kind of went with this Greek mythology, Maximus Roboticus. This year's the robot's named Zeus, and so we thought each year we could have a different Greek character's name as the name of the robot.
Keep on going through mythology. Now, Riley, I got to meet you on that first day of the kickoffs over 6 weeks ago. How have things changed in the past 6 weeks?
They've changed a lot. Like today we were looking at the pictures of when we first started and when we finished it, and the robot looks completely different, and it's amazing how much we put on there.
Yeah. Paige, how much did you learn in this?
I learned that it's not just like working on the robot and stuff. I learned teamwork, like getting to work with other students in the program, a lot of hands-on that I wouldn't have learned if I hadn't done this.
Daryl, as an instructor in the Pre-Engineering Academy at Meridian Technology Center, how important is hands-on application?
The hands-on part is critical, especially for the science fields and engineering, because you can't learn everything in a textbook. You have to really feel it and do it to get a full understanding of what's going on.
And David, have you seen a transformation in some of these students?
Definitely. We've had students that at the beginning of this didn't really want to maybe have anything to do with it, or they wanted to stand on the sidelines and kind of overlook and see what the other students are doing. And some of those same students, 2 or 3 weeks into the build season, were down on their backs with a screwdriver in hand, tightening screws, you know, just getting dirty and having fun working on the robot.
So a question I want to ask both of the students, and let's start with you, Riley. What did you learn best?
Like my favorite thing I learned was all the hands-on things, bolting things down and putting them together and like putting them on the robot.
Now, how about you, Paige?
I learned that it takes a lot to make a robot. At first I thought that it wouldn't be easy, but I didn't think about all of the steps that went into it, the programming, the framework, everything from the frame itself to tightening screws on the lid or something that's very small but turns into a big problem. And
well, I think it's important to note here too that while this is a really huge project, and I want to hear how many hours. Anyone have any idea how many hours we've spent working on this robot?
I would just take a stab that we probably put in 30 hours a week at the very beginning of the build season. Of course, we started this back in December, just meeting as a group, but 30 hours a week until this last week, and then we probably put in close to 70 or 80 hours the last week.
Getting it ready for competition.
Yeah, we had to have it bagged, sealed in a bag midnight on this last Tuesday.
All right. Now, but as big as this project is, this is really part of a larger program, this Engineering Academy. Tell us a little bit about that, Daryl.
Well, the Engineering Academy, the purpose of it, there's a big need for engineers all around the world right now, especially in the United States. So in trying to increase that, Project Lead the Way is a national program that provides curriculum specifically for training engineers. So we've taken that curriculum and incorporating the academics with physics this year. We'll do chemistry in the future, and algebra 2 and pre-calculus, and we'll do calculus in the future to put all that together so they have the hands-on things and the academics to be able to get the college degree.
Yeah, and Paige, why did you decide to join this Engineering Academy?
I have wanted to be an engineer since probably 8th grade, and when I went on the Meridian tour and heard that they were doing a pre-engineering academy the following year, I decided that I would enroll in that and see if I really wanted to be an engineer.
And Riley, earlier you said that you come from a family of engineers. Do you feel like this kind of gives you a leg up heading off to college?
Yeah, my grandfather's a petroleum engineer and my dad's a software engineer, and they've helped me become interested in engineering, and science has always been my favorite subject. And this summer I heard about it from my brother. He went to the summer camp, and I decided to enroll here.
So David, going to be going off to competition at the end of March. Then what happens?
You mean once we get there?
Yes, once you get there.
Well, I don't know, but this will be our first time as far as Mr. Negline and I, but as I understand it, we'll be practicing on Thursday, the first day, and then Friday we will have competition all day long with other, I think there's 55 teams registered for the Oklahoma Regional, and then on Saturday is the finals if we either make it to the finals or we're selected by another alliance.
Now, I have to ask both of you young people, was this what you were expecting, Paige?
I don't think so. I went into this not really knowing what to expect. It was something that I kind of had to do in a way. So when I got into it, it was a lot more fun. I learned a lot more than what I thought I would. It was more hands-on experience than I thought, and it was cool to see it go from, in the beginning of the 6 weeks, from just a frame, and in the end seeing the kicking mechanism on it and everything put together and it working in the end.
And you, Riley, any lessons learned?
Yeah, it wasn't, like when I first started joining the program, I wasn't real sure about it, and I was kind of anxious to see what it was going to be like. And then when I got here, I really enjoyed it, and I think it's better than going to the high school and learning math and science there.
And Daryl, I think it's important to note that while this competition is mainly centered with the Pre-Engineering Academy, there's a lot of other people working with the robotics program.
Yeah, we've had students, there's one student in the CAD program that has, up until the last week, because we kind of did a lot of little components adding on, up to that point he had the entire robot built in a three-dimensional program. So he made a three-dimensional drawing of the kicking foot we wanted to put on there. And then we sent that file down, and in the precision metal program, they cut that piece out. And then we had the machine tool program drill the pieces out to help put on there. And then when we put it all on there, it fit because we had all those programs involved in doing that. And with all the programming, since it's all run through computer controls, the IT program has done a lot helping with those. Carpentry helped us make some parts of the field so we can see that. So it's an entire school robot.
All right. Well, Daryl, Paige, David, Riley, good luck to everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks.